principle in our Bunkai checklist is to say that where something could be considered a throw, what it's going to need is to take the opponent's balance. As we take their balance, it's all about how we manipulate it. You see, to move someone by simply picking them up and moving them takes a great deal of effort. So, what we need to do is to be able to move them with the least effort, and as we use our kazushi, our balance taking, we notice little things like the line of the shoulders being square, being level, is his key to his stability. So I need to change that. As soon as we've got that angle, it's easier to do. As soon as we know that his centre of gravity goes straight down to a line between the feet. So if I can move that head away from that point, then he's beginning to fall. If I give him something to fall over, it gets even easier. So, would you know it, big stance just happens to be a good thing to do to cause that to happen. And it infers that I have some stability in order to make that happen. Because if I try to do it all on the move, then I might well find that I'm the least stable of the two, and it's me that goes over. So I have to create stability in me and a destability, or instability, in him. Now, how does this relate to Kata Bunkai? Well, anytime we see these moves where we've got something going on, pretty much any move could be used as a throw. But if we take something like what everyone knows, where I've been facing this way, and then I turn and face this way, and you say, well, from there, and maybe I've hit him, maybe it's missed, maybe he's blocked it, maybe all the maybes you can think of. But then that hand closes around me and it starts to twist. And that's useful. And as it starts to twist, I produce a big hip for him to fall over. And that's useful. And then I keep something pinned to me, and that's useful. And then I pull round to here, and that's useful. So all these things involved in that become part of our checklist for taking their balance and creating a throw. Take, for instance, move from Pinan Sandan or Heian Sandan, where we come around like this, and people have all sorts of odd ideas about what that might do. But very simply, if I've been here and done any kind of shot here, then we're going to take this, or round this way even, and as we throw that back leg around, we're pulling that around, which creates this shot round here, and it becomes a throw. It could be that someone's got you from behind, and you sink and drop, capture that, put this in here to capture that, and then shifting the body, we create a throw. So we get this dynamic of movement to cause these things to happen. So, what other moves could be thrown? Any you like. But the key is that we need to change the stability of the human body. So a little bit of work on knowing the structure. It's not that difficult. There's a skeleton that holds the spine up the middle, shoulders at the top. And we've got to change the lines so that they're not level and in balance. And that will give us our throws, our kazushi waza. So from there, you know, how many of your moves in your kata could be throws? Well, any, or even a simple punch. Yeah, perhaps not in the way that you think. If we're dealing with the punch, or we just push this through here, it can be used that way, but you know, perhaps not what your judo player would think of as a throw in that situation. Point is to analyse your kata and know that it's going to be close in and that we're going to be doing some throwing. When we look at those things, people will say things like, well, there's no throws in karate. Well, there are. And all you've got to do is look back at the old texts and see pictures of Funakoshi sensei throwing people to understand that there are throws in karate. and that perhaps they weren't practiced for the sake of being polite to the sponsors of karate in early Japan, you know, when karate came across from Okinawa to Japan, who were judo figures of authority in some cases. But the point is that they did exist, the throws did exist, and in the grappling part of karate, you know, there's evidence of it going way back on Okinawa. So making sure that we don't abandon that idea in our current modern day practice.